From downtown Detroit, Local 4 Live starts right now.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Local 4 Live. I'm Nick Monticelli. Thank you for joining us here on Local 4 Plus. Click on Detroit and streaming over on YouTube. Here are some of the conversations we're going to have in the next hour or so. We are less than a month out from the polls opening up for the primary election. And as with every election, getting timely and accurate results is the top priority. We're going to talk with the Oakland County Clerk about the process and preparation leading up to Election Day. In fact, there is a test that's happening today. The hazy skies are sticking around Metro Detroit. Wildfire smoke is kicking up the air quality alerts. Ashley is tracking the timeline on who should really stay inside today. And it's been a troubling few weeks in Detroit. Police have issued curfews for kids and teens since many have been the victims of deadly shootings. Community leaders are looking ahead to find a solution. We're going to hear from them. Well, let's start with your headlines, with what you feel when you walk outside today. We are in that air quality alert until tonight because of this smoke right here from the wildfires in Canada. You can see it blanketing much of downtown Detroit and all of Metro Detroit. Temperatures still nearing 90 degrees, so all of this is impacting all of us in Southeast Michigan. Experts say on days like today, it is best to limit strenuous outdoor activity, especially if you have a heart condition or breathing problems. Ashley Barrissey will have much more on the air quality alerts and the rest of your forecast in just a few minutes. Well, a mother who was killed at a McDonald's in East Point is being remembered today. There will be a balloon release for Jennifer Harris at 5 o'clock tonight outside of the restaurant where that attack happened over on 9 Mile Road west of Kelly in East Point. She leaves behind 6 kids. That McDonald's partially reopened about an hour ago. Police have one woman in custody. Afeni Muhammad is charged with first-degree murder, accused of stabbing Harris in the face multiple times, who was her McDonald's manager. Prosecutors say Muhammad was sent home early last week, then came back with a knife. Here's what happened during her arraignment on Friday.
When Muhammad returned to stab Harris, she entered the back entrance with a hooded mask over her face in an attempt to conceal her identity.
She stabbed the victim multiple times, up to possibly as many as 15 times.
Muhammad was given a $25 million bond. She will be back in court next Wednesday for what's called a probable cause conference. In court today, the CEO of the Oxford Center in Troy, where a hyperbaric chamber explosion killed a 5-year-old boy. She's one of 4 people charged in connection with the death of Thomas Cooper, that little one who was getting treatment in that chamber when it exploded last January. His mother was also hurt in that explosion. Last month, the judge decided a team of independent attorneys will help Tamla Peterson's legal team sort through privileged documents in the case. Well, police have not yet identified the suspect connected to a church shooting over in Lexington, Kentucky. 2 women have died. At least 2 others are hurt, including a state trooper. Police say a gunman shot a trooper during a traffic stop near the Bluegrass Airport. The suspect then stole a car, drove to the church, and then started shooting. When officers got there, they shot and killed him. Police think he may have a connection to people at the church, but the motive right now is unclear. The Suffrage Air National Guard base in Harrison Township could be getting a $14 million check from state lawmakers. The Detroit News is reporting it includes runway improvements and new taxiways to prepare for the arrival of F-15EX fighters and KC-46 tankers. The bill also funds new training facilities and autonomous vehicle development in the state. The bill now heads to the full Senate for consideration. This comes close to 3 months after President Trump announced the base would get those new aircrafts to replace the aging A-10 Thunderbolt II squadron. Well, after years of complaints, paying for parking in Royal Oak could look a whole lot different. Tonight, the city hopes to approve a new agreement with Flowbird and Park Mobile for parking, pay stations, and mobile apps. That decision could come at the City Commission meeting later this evening. Priya Mann is in Royal Oak with the city, how the city is trying to address years of complaints.
Parking has been a problem in Royal Oak for years, and if the City Commission approves this new plan, they expect to install about 150 new Flowbird pay stations, both on-street and off-street parking. This is the current system run by Sentry mobile app, where it takes an automatic picture of your license plate. The problem is thousands of incorrect tickets have been handed out, and drivers say they welcome any change.
It's a mess. There's a lot of street parking, and you can't really fit a lot of places, so it's a little bit frustrating trying to find a spot.
Parking problems in Royal Oak have been festering for years. Some drivers say the parking structures are too far away. Others complain about backup parking on Washington Street. And then there's the parking meters.
Whenever we do go out to eat as a family, I'm constantly looking at the app of like, oh my gosh, I have to be on top of it. So I want to make sure I don't get a ticket.
Because those pictures are automatic that it takes of your vehicle. In 2021, the city partnered with Municipal Parking Services. The company uses the Sentry mobile parking system. Instead of parking enforcement officers, cameras take pictures of license plate numbers and tickets are mailed to violators. But glitches have resulted in thousands of incorrect tickets.
Like for instance, I got a ticket like 2 weeks ago, and it's kind of hard because the meters sometimes doesn't tell you how much time is left.
Right.
So that can be very difficult, but it's just kind of up and down for sure.
Last year, the city sued MPS, claiming a breach of contract related to the glitches. While the case was settled, Royal Oak is looking for a new operator. The current contract expires at the end of the year, 15 months earlier than originally planned. Tonight, city commissioners will vote on an issue that's frustrated drivers for years. Or what are your thoughts on any decision that might come?
I think just make it easier. Yeah, we live in Royal Oak. We love Royal Oak. We actually would come down here and visit Royal Oak before we moved here. Just make it easier, more accessible.
And officials here in Royal Oak say they want to adopt a payment system that's similar to Detroit's mobile text-to-pay app. If this is approved, the city will start a public education campaign. They want to hear from you as well. They'll also be making future decisions on parking enforcement. In Royal Oak, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.